Hello, so day 2 of learning Rust, and what we've got here is a main function, and we've got another function which what we're doing is we're actually modifying a value but without actually returning anything. So we are effectively we're accessing a string. A string is an array, and an array with unknown length is stored on the heap. So to access something on the heap, you need to what's called borrow it. And because we're modifying it in a function which is outside the scope of the main function, we are going to use the ampersand, which allows us to borrow it, or actually access what's on the heap. If you're familiar with C, that's the address of operator, isn't it? Mut means mutate. We want to be able to change that, so we do mut. In fact, you don't need the space there. You can just bunch those together, and what we're saying is we make the function, and what we're going to do with the function is we're just going to push semi onto the end of the string, which is already saying detached. So we create our original string here on line 7. On line 9 we call the function. So the function is what modifies our string. And then on line 11, we print out the updated string. And as you can see, there's no use of return anywhere here. So we just modify because we're accessing it via the address. So we're not modifying a copy, we're actually modifying the very same. So if I just run this, now you can see, so detached is what you start with, and then you end up, because we're using push, so it's push is actually working on the stack, and the reason it's working on the stack is because we're getting house is actually being accessed via the ampersand. So it takes a bit of getting your head around, to be honest. Oh yeah, and that's just the other thing, you just need that there. I don't know if that'll work with that. Yes, it will. So didn't actually need that. So yeah, create a function, and it's all about scope with Rust. So once you leave the scope, you are no longer the owner of that variable. So as soon as we run this function here on line 9, we're no longer able to access house, so that's why we have to access it via using the ampersand. This is about as small as I can make this to demonstrate this concept. So got a 2-line function and 3 lines of code in main. So hopefully this is the most slimmed down, minimal example you will find anywhere, and yeah, you can build on that. So yeah, that's it really for now. As you can see, it compiles and it runs. It's fine. So it's all good. So thank you for watching, and this has been Rust Learning Day 2 using Borrow.